Hey YouTube fam, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a full face tutorial using the Urban Decay Heat Palette and also give you my first impressions of it as well. So let's get into the video. Alright, so I have to take my glasses off, of course, and I already put moisturizer on my face. I always use the Neutrogena Hydro Moisturizer. I already put that on my face. And yes, I got the Naked Heat palette. I'm so excited about using that. But the first thing I'm going to spray on my face is the Face Hangover 3-in-1 primer spray. You can also use this as a makeup setting spray as well. So I'm just going to take a couple of squirts of the spray to my face. I can't even talk today. To my face and everything. Look at me just being all silly right there. Also, I'm going to take some gum because I just started my ketogenic diet, so I was a little bit hungry, a little bit peckish. And I got this brush from Ulta as well. It's the It Cosmetics brush, if I'm not mistaken. Also, I'm just using some color corrector from the drugstore. I ended up getting it at the hair supply store, and I'm just going to take that in different areas of my face that needs a little bit of correcting. Also, don't forget to subscribe as well if you have not, to get more videos from me. And if you are liking what you're seeing so far, just give this video a thumbs up. And also, don't forget to hit that little bell button as well to get notification that I have uploaded more videos and everything like that. And also, everything that's being used will be listed below. And I'm just going to use my beauty blender and blend it out. I sprayed a little bit of the Face Hangover on it. And I'm just dabbing. I'm not smearing it. I'm just dabbing. Never smear. Just push it into the skin. It's so much better that way. Because you kind of want it to fade just a little bit. And I'm also using the Tarte eyeshadow primer. I found this to be a little bit oily because when I first squeezed it, it was oil coming out. So I had to shake it. And I'm just putting it on my eyelids first to let that dry because I feel like I needed to let it set first. Taking the Anastasia Dip Brow in the color Ebony, which is like an off black. And I'm going to fill in these brows. Look at me just filling that all in there. I really don't need, I feel like I don't need to use a pencil either. And I'm just putting some Carmex on my lips because my lips was chapped. And I'm using the Urban Decay All Nighter foundation. I heard good things about this foundation, and it's in the 11.0. It definitely matches my skin pretty well. And so I'm using it for the first time. And of course, she said just pump a little bit because so much comes out of it. So I was just trying to make sure I didn't push too much of the product out, and then I'm just blending it in with the It Cosmetic foundation brush. And I found this brush to be really soft. It feels good to the face, but it was just like like I felt like it wasn't blending well. I don't know, because I always use the Real Technique foundation brush. So I did have to put a little bit more of the foundation on my face because I felt like it wasn't covering much of the color corrector that I had on my face. Even though I pushed the product in and everything, I felt like it was still kind of showing through, so I needed to put a little bit more. And I'm just blending, blend, just blending away there. Yeah, but that brush was like really soft. I don't know if I like it. It felt more like a blush brush instead of a foundation brush. I don't know. I mean, I gave it a try and I was just like, I don't know. I was blending the hell out my face. And she said to go in downward strokes because if you blend it in too much, it will oxidize and get darker and it just won't look good. It'll be darker than your skin tone, so I'm trying to make sure I don't blend it in too much, but I had to get rid of that little area right there because it was a little bit of the corrector showing. But I just dragged it down to my neck as well. I'm using the color Topaz, Nutmeg, and the Byn-Nye translucent powder. I'm just putting that in and just setting my foundation. Now onto the eyes, using the Naked Heat palette. Loving these colors. The first one I'm taking is Low Blow, and I'm putting it in the crease. Well, first I had to tap a little bit off, but I'm putting it in the crease and I'm dragging it up to the brow bone. And the brush I'm using is the Real Technique brush, and it was part of the eye, I think it said Real Technique eye brush collection. I got it on base at the BX. So yeah, but so far the pigmentation is great and I really liked it. It went on pretty smoothly. Next, I am taking the Color He Devil and I'm just going into my crease with this. And I think this brush was also Real Techniques, and it was called the Dome eyeshadow dome brush. If I'm not mistaken, that's what it said. Then I'm taking a flat shader brush and I'm going in with the color Lumbre. I think that's what it's called, Lumbre. And I'm just packing that onto my lid. And I'm not trying to go inward too much with it. I'm just trying to pack it on so I can intensify it a little bit, because I really, really, really want this color to pop. And I am now taking the color Dirty Talk. And I'm just going in my crease just to kind of make my eyes pop a little bit, make them look a little bit warmer. And I also went in with another flat shader brush because I feel like I have more control into the eyeshadow called Ashes. And I'm just going in my outer V with it. I just felt like using a flat shader brush, a small flat shader brush, that I have a little bit more control. And I just packed on just a little bit more. First I'll start off with a little bit and then just pack it on. And of course in my inner corners I went in with fuego. Is it fuego? I think that's what it's called. Now this eyeliner is by Revlon. I forgot what it's called, but it has a weird tip. And the first time I used it, I loved it, but I ain't gonna lie, I was having trouble with it this time. I was just like all up in that mirror and I was being irritated. I used a Q-tip to try to correct it. It was just not doing it justice, and so I just took a little small brush from the Real Technique eyes brush set. And I just try to clean it up a little bit. And of course I need to curl my lashes. And this part actually kind of freaks me out a little bit, because I don't want to pinch myself. And then I'm taking the Luminous Carbon Black, I think it's called. And I'm just putting that on my lashes, because we're going to be putting on some falsies in a minute. So I'm just taking as much and just trying to just be all pretty right now. Now I'm going in with the Urban Decay concealer. It's in golden brown, and at first I was using it's almost like a concealer brush from the Real Techniques, but it just wasn't really doing it justice, so I ended up using the Beauty Blender. Of course I had to spray a little bit more, and then once I did that, it was definitely just blended in perfectly. Yeah, I'm just gonna go through that. So make sure you're dabbing. Again, make sure you're dabbing, not like smearing it. And of course I took my NYX eyeliner, and it has a fine tip, so I went in and I corrected with that, and it came out perfectly. Now I'm using Topaz in the Byn-Nye, which is a better color for my foundation. Usually people will use the banana powder, and I feel like it makes me come off a little ashy. So I'm just using that, and then I'm going to take the same concealer and I'm going to go down my nose, on my forehead, and also on my chin. I'm not going to put too much because I don't want to look too bright, but as natural as I can. And of course I'm using my Beauty Blender to make sure that is all blended. And then I just went in again with a little bit more of that Topaz. So I'm just using a regular NYX black eyeliner. And this is not liquid, this is a regular pencil. And I'm just going on my waterline, tighten it up a little bit. Never go in with liquid, it will burn your eyes. And also I'm taking the colors He Devil and in Fuego, and I'm just putting that right, not in Fuego, sorry, Lumbre, and I'm just putting that right underneath my eyes. And I'm just blending that out. And now I'm going in with more of that mascara. I just used the Volumizes Carbon Black at the bottom and using Adell Wispies. And so I went ahead and put on my lashes off camera because I was struggling. So I went ahead and just put it on off camera. And I'm just taking a small mascara brush and just blending my real lashes in. Now this Opal is a foundation stick. It's also drugstore, and I just took it, and I think it says I think it's called Opal Black or something like that, and it's just darker than my own natural skin tone to contour with, and I kind of went a little crazy. It's like my second time using it. I haven't used it in so long, and I was just blending the hell out of it because it just came out a little bit harsher than I thought, and especially on my nose. I was just blending. I was blending so much to try to get it to not look too harsh. And then I used my Sleek in the darkest contour set, which has the highlight and contour palette as well in black, and as you can see, it was a little bit darker. Of course, I ended up blending that out. And then I'm using the NYX Ombre, and it's like a pink and purple color. I was trying to show it, but I mean, the light wasn't doing this justice. And I'm just going in with that, and even though it's not showing up too much here, it definitely, like, if you were standing in front of me, you would definitely see it. It was my first time using that. And then, of course, the Nicole Guerrero by Anastasia Nicole Guerrero highlighter. I went in with Daydream, and I put that right on my cheekbones. And I was going to use a red lipstick, but I was just like, Instead, I used the Viva Glam lipstick, and I can't remember, it didn't really have the name, but I always have to use a primer on my lips because my lips are two-tone. But this is the color here, and I felt like it just goes really well with this look. And it kind of gives you that sultry look. And of course, I had to keep building it up and building it up, because again, I have two-tone lips, and with that NYX lip primer, it does definitely help a whole lot because I don't want my lips to come off two-tone. I mean, that's just ugh. But that's the look, you guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I definitely enjoyed using that Urban Decay Naked palette. And I wish that this camera was doing it justice because it came out so beautifully and everything. It's just so pretty. And I thought it just came out so beautiful and everything like that. So if you like what you saw so far, just, of course, I was just messing around trying to do like those Instagram girls. Try to, like, you know, they make the face and try to be all romantic and shit. That's why I was trying it. But anyway, yeah, loving this look, you guys. Give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe as well. And I really love the way that this look came out. I'm so sorry that the blush didn't work, but if you want to see what I look like with my glasses on, this is what I look like, and it worked out pretty well. Of course, the falsies were hitting my lens a little bit, but other than that, thanks for watching, you guys, and I will talk to you in my next video. Love you.